Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Three news stories. Firstly, are there any real tensions between Eritrea and Ethiopia in the Afar region? Anything happening there? Should people not travel to Afar region? French Foreign Ministry issued a travel advisory about Afar yesterday, uh, which seems to be a warning for French nationals. I have not been able to confirm large scale mobilization of Ethiopian Eritrean militaries, but French Foreign Ministry is telling a different story. Secondly, Mekelle wars, where it seems that now revenge action are being taken. Military is targeting those individuals who have been criticizing the military. A Mekelle University lecturer was arrested from his house yesterday. Who is this man? Why was he arrested? Lastly, viewers, Kenya Sudan tensions reaching new heights. Sudan has banned all imports from Kenya. What happened? Let's start, viewers. Firstly, uh, people say that war between Eritrea and Ethiopia is imminent and inevitable. I say tensions are there. Tensions have been rising since last year. But once we see developments on the ground pointing towards major escalation, only then can we say that war is imminent. Afar region, as I said, if you remember, I said Afar region is going to be the battleground, main battleground between Ethiopia and Eritrea if war broke out. I told you what Ethiopian government's plan is about Afar region of Ethiopia, about Assab. In a live chat, I shared how Ethiopian government wants the war to start. Do watch that live chat. I think I did the live chat around 2 weeks ago. So Afars need to be very careful. Ethiopian government, Eritrean government, Eritrean opposition groups, all are now the players. Afar, tribal elders, all are major players in this issue. They need to be very vigilant, I believe. Especially local affairs need to be very vigilant. Their region could be a battleground. French Foreign Ministry has issued a travel advisory for its citizens. Firstly, it has asked all its citizens to leave Tigray, uh, and it uh, mentioned the incidents in Adagarat in Mekelle, warning the French residents that there could be a major conflict in Tigray. They should leave Tigray as soon as possible. This part of travel advisory makes sense, though situation is under control in Tigray now. The second part of travel advisory is surprising for me. Second part of this travel advisory states that uh, French people, French tourists should not travel to northern part of the Afar region. They should only travel if they have some emergency engagements there. Tourist travel should not happen. French tourists should not travel to Afar region, especially to northern Afar. Why? Because there is Ethiopia Eritrea tension in Afar. This is clearly written in the travel advisory issued by French Foreign Ministry. What sort of tension is there? I mean, I have not heard of any clash between the two sides, Eritrean and Ethiopian troops. I have not been able to confirm large scale mobilization of Ethiopian military, Eritrean military on the two sides of the border. Why is French Foreign Ministry warning its citizens from traveling to northern Afar? Maybe French Foreign Ministry has received information, it has intelligence on the basis of which it has issued this travel advisory. Uh, we need to work more on Afar, perhaps, but I have not been able to confirm anything pointing towards gravity of the situation in Afar, so that people should avoid all travel to Afar. Let's see. I'll work more on Afar, but if you have any verified information from Afar and you think situation is dire there, do contact me. Maybe French Foreign Ministry relied on social media reports and issued this travel advice. Secondly, viewers, it seems that TPL or the Debrecen, Tigray military are taking revenge on those people who have been criticizing the military, who have been supporting Gita Choreda group. Several pro-Gitacho government officials are in detention. They were arrested in different parts of Tigray. Edi Gudam mayor was arrested. His deputy too, I think. People were arrested in Adegra too, some in Mekelle as well. I said, if you remember, that Tigray security forces should share details of how many have been arrested in the last 1 week. Whereas they held a press briefing yesterday, he should have shared details. He's the head of security in Tigray. How many people have been arrested in Tigray in the last 1 week? How many have been injured? How many have been killed? This is what he should tell. But he starts lecturing about peaceful struggle, about return of IDPs. He's head of security. He should tell what security forces are doing. What is the security situation? How many arrests have been made? Why have they been arrested? Which action is being taken? This is not what he's talking about. He's talking about political issues. In Mekelle, a Mekelle University lecturer was arrested from his home on Friday. His name is Hele Gebru. Hele Gebru, minutes before his arrest, shared a post that his house had been surrounded. Security forces then just stormed his house and he was taken into custody. Where is he? We don't know. Hailey has been criticizing Tigray military for supporting TPLF and for dismantling pro-Getachew governments and for firing at innocent civilians in Tigray, in different parts of Tigray. This is what he's paying the price for, it seems. Revenge attacks, any action which is a form of revenge, should be avoided, I think, because it will create to more polarization in Tigray. Those who supported Getachew, I think they should be forgiven if TPLF and Tigray military start taking action on them. That could lead to more divisions in Tigray. Lastly, viewers, Sudan has banned all imports from Kenya. Sudanese military has banned. Sudanese military led by Abdul Burhan is the head of, is leading the country, eastern, central, northern parts of Sudan under Sudanese military control, western part under RSF control. Sudan withdrew its ambassador to Kenya as well. Why did Burhan government ban all imports from Kenya? Kenya is the center of efforts to form a government by RSF. RSF and those who support RSF, they're holding meetings in Kenya. They want to form a parallel government in Sudan, which would be centered in Darfur. Because Sudan is virtually split now. Western Sudan is being controlled by RSF. Kenya is backing those efforts. Al Burhan led Sudanese military government has been criticizing Kenya for giving a shelter, for giving a platform to RSF led groups to form a government, parallel government in Kenya. Kenya has been very dismissive of the criticism of Al Burhan government. That is why Burhan government withdrew its ambassador to Kenya. And yesterday, Burhan government banned all imports from Kenya. Sudan imports tea from Kenya. Now, the tea exporters in Kenya are requesting Sudan to postpone this ban for a week or for at least 10 days so that the shipments which are on their way should be processed. Overall, now the regional countries in the region will have to take positions. Will they recognize RSF government if RSF establishes a government? RSF people are planning to issue their own passport, their own currency, and they have backing of some countries in the region, countries like Kenya, maybe Ethiopia too. UAE is the main backer. Thank you for watching.